I will never forget the day that my family and I went to Oceans of Fun in Kansas City. It was a family vacation. I was a young boy and I was in the wave pool by myself. The current kept pulling me into deeper waters until I couldn't touch. The waves just kept crashing down on me and I was really struggling to keep my head above water and I was getting scared and I really thought that this was it. This is where I was going to die. And then it happened. Someone or something lifted me out of the water, put me on the side of the pool, and I turned around and saw no one. There was not a man, there was not a woman, there was not a lifeguard, nobody. I'm convinced that it was an angel that saved me. Then there was this other time when our vehicle had spun out of control on an icy bridge and sent me down a pretty steep embankment and wrapping my car around a tree. The sheriff, the state trooper, and the tow truck driver all said that the vehicle should have rolled because of the pitch of the embankment. And then they said this: someone was watching over them. Now, we all have stories of divine protection, and we credit an angel or a guardian angel, and many are convinced of the reality of guardian angels. But what does the Bible say? Do we have guardian angels assigned to us from the day of birth to the day of death? Stick around because that's what we're talking about today. Hey, if you have an angel story, I would love to hear about it. Pause the video and put it in the comments below. I'll be here when you get back. Now, the Bible does have a lot to say about angels and how they protect. For example, you got Daniel in the lion's den. You got Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace. You have examples of them proclaiming, providing, ministering to believers in general. As a matter of fact, I have a video on that linked in the description below and at the end of this video. However, though the Bible speaks much of angels, it does not say much about guardian angels. As a matter of fact, there is only one verse that even implies guardian angels even exist, which is Matthew 18:10. See that you do not look down on one of these little ones, for I tell you that their angels in heaven always see the face of my Father in heaven. Now, what we learn from this passage is that these angels are able to do something that no human being has ever been able to do, which is look in the face of God and live. So these angels are especially significant, and perhaps they fall into the same category as those that the writer of Hebrews describes as ministering spirits sent forth to serve. However, the angels in these passages, they don't seem to be guarding a person, but rather they are attentive to God. Kind of like God is the one who was on active duty watching over and protecting his creation, while the angels are looking into the face of God, waiting for their next assignment, which makes complete sense since he alone is omniscient, and he knows when one of us needs the intervention of an angel. Much like the angels in Psalms 91, verse 11, that says that he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. So we cannot definitively conclude from these passages, or any passages about angels, that believers have an angel nearby to guard them, or that each has their own personal angel. Instead, they are messengers, they are protectors sent by the voice of God. So let me give you 3 words of wisdom. Number 1, as fascinating as angels are, you need to be careful not to make them your central focus. Your focus should always be on Christ, the author, the finisher of our faith. Number 2, don't rely on angels to protect you, preserve you, or provide for you. That's God's responsibility, not theirs. So fully rely on him for all things. Over and over again, Scripture promises the very presence of God by the Spirit through faith. So we ought to take comfort in the eternal God and his everlasting arms, not the arms of an angel. And number 3, don't build a doctrine on an inconclusive text or subject. That's just bad theology. Now, to learn more about angels, be sure to watch the video that is on your screen now. God bless.